Hello again. We're going to learn something new about this order of operations, specifically multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. For multiplication and division, it doesn't strictly have to be multiplication first and then division. I can do division before multiplication or multiplication before division. How do I decide which one will go first? It depends on how they appear in your expression. So we always look from left to right. That means from this point where the expression starts, looking that way. If I walk this way through the expression, whichever one comes first, multiplication or division, that's the one I'll do first. The same thing goes for addition and subtraction. I can do addition first or subtraction before addition, and we decide by walking from left towards the right, and whichever one of these comes first, that's the one you'll do first. Let's look at these two examples. In the first example, I have 1, 2, 3 operations here. I have adding, division, and multiplying. So according to the order of operations, the first thing I'm supposed to do is parentheses. This expression doesn't have any parentheses, so I skip that step. Exponents, no exponents. Now multiplication or division. Let's see. If I walk from left to right, the first operation I hit is division. So since division can go before multiplication, I have to do division first because that's the first operation out of multiplication and division that I've encountered first. So let's do this one first. 20 divided by 2, and that will give you 10. And then I bring down the rest of the problem. Okay? And now I have a new expression. I have two operations, addition and multiplication, and we start our order again. Parentheses, no parentheses. Exponents, no exponents. Multiplication. Do I have multiplication when I walk from left to right? Yes, right here. So that means I do multiplication first, and then I add 4. And you're done. Your last operation is to add 4 plus 50, and you get 54. Again, here, a lot of students will make the mistake of multiplying first because they think that you have to multiply before you divide. And that is not true. You can divide before you multiply if division comes up first when you walk from left to right. Okay? Let's do example 2. Example 2, again I have 3 operations. I have a minus, a plus, and a multiplication. Let's go to the order of operations. P, parentheses, no parentheses, no exponents. The next one is multiply or divide. There's a multiplication, so I have to multiply first. Okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to look for, and you bring everything else down, 20 minus 10 plus 2. The next thing I look for is division. There's no division. Addition. There is addition and subtraction. But if I walked from left to right here, the first one I come upon is subtraction. So since I can subtract before I add, and subtraction came up first when I walk from left to right on this expression, I have to do this operation first. And then bring down the 2, and you're done. You get 12. Now I want you to work on these two problems. 20 minus 10 plus 4 times 3 times 2. And the second one I want you to do is 32 minus 12 divided by 4 times 5. Hit pause, work on these problems, and then come back to see the answer. For your first example, this is what you should do. You don't have parentheses, you don't have exponents. Do you have multiplication? Yes, we do. It's right here, so that's what we have to do first. 8. Bring everything else down. And now you have a minus and a plus. Addition, subtraction. Remember, either of these can go first. It depends on who comes up first when we walk from left to right. So subtraction comes up first. I have to subtract first. You get 10 and bring the 8 down, and then you get 18. Let's do the second example. You don't have parentheses, you don't have exponents. The next one is multiplication. There is a multiplication here, but there's also a division, and the division is before the multiplication when I walk from left to right. And remember, for multiplication and division, I can do either one first. I will do the one that comes up first when I walk from left to right. And the one that comes up first here is division. So I'm going to do that first. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Bring everything else down. And now I do order of operations again. And notice I have a minus and a multiplication. So multiplication comes before subtraction. So I'll multiply first. You get 15, and then you bring down the 32 minus 15. And you get 17. So this is what you should have gotten. Okay, and there you have it. In the next video, we will do examples that are in your book. So I'll see you in the next video.